Hello everyone. So today we are going to work on how this spaceship behaves under the planet gravity and how it behaves when it is in the space. So now as you can see, the spaceship is in the planet, out of the planet, so it's not under the influence of the gravity, so it can just float around like this. But if I move towards the planet like this, once it reach the proximity of the planet, it will now make itself parallel to the surface of the planet, so we can land on the planet. Now we are going down. As you can see, now the ship is parallel to the surface. Once we land somewhere, we can get out of the ship and walk on the planet's surface, and then we can return to the ship and take off. So once the ship again go back to the here, let me open, and once I press F, now you see the character is now walking, it's not floating anymore. But it's nicely walking on the planet, so it's it has matched itself with the planet's surface, so it doesn't really feel like we are in a spherical world, even though we are in a spherical world, and we are also not in the top side. We can land on any side and still the gravity of the character and the ship's gravity will work without any issue. So now let me go back to the ship and take off. Now if I press shift, the spaceship will take off, and if I want, I can just fly around the world. Let me speed up. Now you see, since we are perpendicular, since we are parallel to the planet's surface, the ship is going around the planet without any issue. But if I leave the planet's gravity field, the ship will again return to floating state in the space. You can see in the top left corner it's 129. Once it exceed 130,000, it will be free of the planet's gravity. See, now we are free of the planet's gravity. Now you can see we were in the bottom side of the planet, but still we was able to walk around and everything without any issue. So yeah, so the system is seamlessly working from going into the planets and walking out of the planet. So this is what we are going to work on today. So before we get started, I'd like to remind you can download the project files of this project and all other thousands of projects that I have done in my channel. So once you become a member in the Patreon page, you can download the project files of any project without a limit. So feel free to check it out. I'll leave the link in description below. Okay, now this is what we have in this project as of the last episode. Here we have the character, and we have already finalized the character with all the gravity transitions and everything, but obviously it's not designed to have any kind of a planet gravity. So even if I land it on a surface, it will just try to go straight through the planet. It will not align itself with the planet or anything. Let me just show you. See, this is what happens. So first, let me open the blueprint, and here So in order to implement the planet gravity system, I'm gonna follow the same steps that we did for our character. Let me open the character. So here we implemented this update camera, align character, check gravity field, and update up vector. We implemented these 4 functions that helped us to implement the planet gravity system. Okay, now let's start with this update up vector. So basically what this does is, if we are under the planet gravity, we use the up vector as the vector that is starting from the center of the planet towards the location of the actor. Otherwise it's just Z1, global Z axis. So in order to copy this function first, what if I copy these variables into my shuttle? Okay, oh yeah, we can do this way as well. If I just copy this function, Control C, and go here, select functions, Control V. Now we can, if you try to compile, you get a bunch of errors, and we can easily create these variables: subvector, planet center, and use planet gravity. Compile. Now under the variables, you have those variables we just created. I'll create a new category called gravity, and I'll put everything related to gravity under that category, so it's easier for us to find stuff. Okay, one function done. What else we need? Upgrade, check gravity field. Yeah, so here what this does is, if we check this distance from the planet center to the location of the actor, and if it is less than this gravity field radius, it identifies as now we should be under the gravity, and we can use that to align the ship towards the surface of the planet and modify the behaviors of the ship. So let me copy this, check gravity field into the ship. It has update gravity BP. So I don't need this because this function is only I wanted it only for the character, but we don't have an internal gravity vector for the ship, so I'll just select do nothing and I'll discard that. But as for these other stuff, we don't, this are also not needed. Gravity, this part, oh well, this character movement but also not required. Well, we kind of only need to update this use planet gravity variable only, so therefore I'll just delete this and set use planet gravity mode based on this value. Check gravity field. So I'll promote this one also to a variable, gravity field radius, and for the character I used 130,000, so I use the same value here. Okay, now this function is correct. What else? Update camera and align character. Well, let's look into update camera later. What's in the line character? So, but what this does is it aligns the actor to the axis, to the correct up vector based on the up vector that is determined based on the gravity status. So this part is not disconnected, so I'll delete that. Now let me copy this. Actually shuttle, this is a pawn. Maybe instead of calling it character, I'll call it align actor, so it's more general, because if I use update character in the shuttle, that looks wrong even though it's logically right. Alright, FW point. Okay, so this is coming from the camera system we had for the jetpack character, so I don't think we need that. I'll just get actor forward vector and use it as the X. The reason that I had to use that get forward point and do a calculation is because in character there is a feature that aligns the character to the direction that it is moving, but for the ship we don't have to do that, because ship, if I press W, ship has to move forward regardless of the direction that I'm looking at. That's just the way that I have designed the ship's movement for now, but if it required to move towards the direction that we are looking through the camera, we will revisit this and change accordingly. For now this should be fine. Alright, what's next? So in the jetpack character, in the begin play, I call this check gravity field, and also I call once the check gravity field, so that it helps me to set the initial values, and then I'll call this in a timer so that it will periodically check if the actor is within a gravity field or not. So I'll copy this and we have too many tabs. Begin play here. At the end I'll paste check gravity field. And one more thing, so this part will be executed only if the ship is possessed by the player. So we need to execute this check gravity field and the timer regardless of that state. So I'll connect this cast field also here. Alright, and also in the tick we need to call this swaying ship behavior might interfere with our up vector alignment, so I'll disconnect it for now, and then here I'll call update up vector, and also I need to call this align actor. Alright, now if I play, let me move forward 34, 130 something, yeah. Now it did rotate correctly, but my camera is still in the previous orientation. It's not aligned with the ship. That's because we have enabled this use pawn control rotation, so we can't use that when we have to change the up vector of the actor, because it is designed to work with global Z axis as the vertical up vector. So let's copy the camera system that we have for the character into the ship. Here we have this cam road, forward point. Let me copy these components and paste them here. Oh, they are pasted as scene components. Right. but if I paste one by one, it seems like it's working. So camera root in the 0, and I will drag and drop spring arm and the camera under the camera root. This in the 0, and I'll name this camera 2 because that's the name we have used for the character. And we need forward root under the camera root, and we need forward point under the forward root. But actually I don't think we use this forward point anywhere. Anyway, it's just a scene component. I'll leave it just in case I would need that in the later stage. Forward root should be under the camera root. Now we are going to get rid of this camera rotation custom event because we are going to change the, and this one also, because we are going to change the camera system into this update camera function that we have. So this basically takes care of the camera follow part of the actor and also the rotation input. So we implemented this function from scratch in the previous episodes, so let's not go into details, and let's just copy this and paste. Everything seems fine. This part is disconnected. Was it disconnected before? No, that's because we don't have this 𝐒𝐻𝐺𝐽 macro. But for the ship, I don't think we really need this part. This is for orient rotation to movement. This is related to that. So let's just delete this. Now, did you call this already? Let's check. Oh no, it's not working. Oh, sorry, I was looking at the jetpack character. If this is player controlled, let's call update camera. Now the camera should work. Let's start the thrusters and move. Oh, I forgot one more thing. We need to detach this camera root in the begin play. I don't think I did that here. Yeah, the reason to detach is, well, this is also has to do with the orient rotation to movement, so even without this it should still work. But yeah, let's see. Let me speed up. Yeah, now it is working. The forward and backward and turning, everything is working. But this move up and move down is not working correctly because the inputs of the thrusters, where is it? Yeah, this one here. I'm using the world direction up, Z1, so we should use up vector here, otherwise it will not be moving away from the surface when I press shift. And another thing, I think I have a check somewhere. Is engine on, horizontal plane movement, can maneuver, engine on, and is in flying elevation. So this, if we are not under the planet gravity, we should be able to maneuver freely. Use planet gravity. If this is true, then we should have these conditions completed, otherwise we should be free to float in space. Yeah, now let's test again. Yeah, see, we can move. Now once we enter the planet surface, now the ship became parallel to the surface. If I speed up, you can see easily. We can go around the planet, and if I speed down, because I need to check the landing. Great, everything works. Once I can take off also, and move around. If I go further than the gravity field radius, we should go back to the normal mode. Right, let's go to the dark side before we escape the gravity field. Yeah, now let's go up. Now you would see clearly the orientation of the ship changes. Yeah, see, we were like that. Alright, so that's all I wanted to work on today. One more thing, let's check with the character as well. Let me disable auto process player. Oh wait, why did it disabled? Okay, and yeah, we have the character. Let's go inside, take control, close the door, open thrusters, move towards planet, and now we are in the planet's gravity. Speed up a little bit. Alright, everything is working as intended. Now if we want, we can go back to space again, but I have already shown you how it works, so yeah, we can stop this episode right here. So thanks for watching. As always, updated project files will be available for the download in Patreon page. Link would be in the description below. And in the future episodes, I am planning to implement spawning maybe foliage on the surfaces, and also other characters, NPCs, who can walk under the planet's gravity and also in the space. So yeah, let's look into those things in the future episodes. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in the next episode. Goodbye.